Welcome back, legends. I hope you're all amazing. On today's video, I want to show you some of my favorite personal guitars that really stand out to me because of the way they sound, the way they play, and the way they make me do certain things. I feel like these guitars bring out the best in my own playing. And as always, if you want to chip in and tell me about your favorite guitars, let me know in the comments section below. But for now, let's begin with the guitar that was my number one for a very long time. Let's start with this 2008 PRS SC245. This has been my main recording and live guitar with Ragdoll for a long time now. I actually bought this guitar new in 2014 from Guitar Center North Dallas, and I used it on the subsequent US tour we did with Ragdoll. That's still one of, if not the best tour I've ever been a part of. It was my main recording guitar for our Back to Zero album and all the subsequent singles. And the only thing that I've done to it is I have changed the stock machine heads for some Gotto SD90 locking tuners on there. It's lived in drop C basically the entire time I have owned it. It's got a non-adjustable wrap-over tailpiece, and on the PRS single cuts, the control layout is a little bit different from your classic Les Paul layout. The body is a little bit thinner than a typical Les Paul. There is a tummy cut on there. I really like the extended cutaway on here for playing up high. The neck is just super comfy. The frets are totally thrashed out, and this is well overdue for a refret. But when I play this guitar, it just brings something out of me. And if you've been watching the channel for a long time, you probably associate this as the Leon Todd guitar. And the clean sounds out of it are fine. The crunchy sounds out of it are fine. But the big drop C giant chunga stuff just does a certain thing to me, and I love it so much for that reason. Next up, we've got a 1990 Les Paul Custom. I picked up this guitar at the end of 2024 and it belonged to my buddy Kush. I still remember when he bought this guitar around 2010, 2011, and I played it and said, Kush, if you ever sell that guitar, please let me know. And I got lucky enough to acquire it. It weighs about 11 pounds, so it is an absolute chunker. It's not the best built Les Paul. It has definitely been played and really had some hours and miles put into it. There's some binding chips on here on the neck. It's got your kind of typical, I guess, slim 60s neck profile on it. It's got a burst bucker 2 and a burst bucker 1 in it for pickups. And I don't know, there's just something about this guitar. It's pretty bright for a Les Paul, but it just sounds good no matter what you play it through. Lovely clean tones, lovely crunch tones, and it can handle all the filth you throw at it. This has become my go-to demo guitar if I'm demoing pedals or an amp. Again, just because it seems to work with everything. It's so not fussy. It's not the easiest guitar to play. Definitely makes you earn everything that you put into it. But far out, as far as Les Pauls go, I think this is the one for me. It's time for some Strat action now. This is my 1977 Strat, complete with the CBS era big headstock. This has had quite a few mods done to it. The entire electronics and pickups have been replaced. This is a set of Sir Michael Landau pickups. I bought this on eBay just on a whim. It was a really good price, a pre-wired guard, dropped it into this guitar and it totally remade it. It has also had a stainless steel refret by Tim at Williams Guitars here in Perth, Western Australia. It's also had the fretboard re-radiused. I believe the original had like a 6.5-inch radius, so it's been re-radiused to a more vintage spec 7.25. This, again, just kind of has something about it. Anytime I use it on the channel, people really comment about this guitar and the pickups that it's got in it. So again, it's Sir ML's in there. The neck pickup is just a beautiful thing, and you use the neck and the middle together and you get that classic chimey studio tone out of it. That I've featured so far sound amazing, but they do leave a little bit to be desired when it comes to playability and build quality, especially that old Strat. This guitar, however, ticks all of the boxes for me. Not only does it look amazing, it sounds amazing, and it plays like absolute butter. This is a Charles Cilia, or if you prefer saying it, Celia. Most people in Australia know that, but I've asked Charles himself and he said it's pronounced Cilia. So I'm going to keep calling it Cilia, even if I sound like an absolute meathead. This is the Bella Aurora model, and I got this one at the end of 2024. Everything about it is just top shelf. Charles is such an amazing luthier. He does incredible setups. He's a great player and a great dude. And you've definitely been seeing and hearing this guitar a lot on the channel. So I feel like it doesn't really need any introduction at the moment, but a couple of very cool things about it. Yes, it is a semi-hollow guitar, but it's not made of laminate like a 335. So the back is a solid piece of mahogany that is being carved out. The center block runs just past the bridge. So you've got a little bit of extra air in there compared to a classic Gibson ES. Charles also makes the pickups. They are Blue Murder pickups. I believe it's a Trinity and a Trinity Plus in here. This works so well for what I like to do with ragdoll in drop C, but being a semi-hollow, it is beautiful for your smooth, clean sounds and for your crunch sounds. chillier. The Renegade, this one is the opposite end of the spectrum and totally scratches that 80s rock itch for me. That finish is just amazing, and it's got a Godot locking Floyd. It's got one of Charles's Blue Murder Wildfire pickups in the bridge position. The flame maple on there is amazing. A bit more of a slimmer neck profile on here. I'm guessing this is closer to a traditional C shape, but the reverse headstock, the weathered look, this is so good for hair metal riffing, but also the pickups in it split really, really nicely, and you can get some wonderful, clean Strat style tones out of The most unique guitar in this list is the Rubato Lassie. Look at this thing. It is so slim. It is made of carbon fiber. It's got some Porter pickups in it, 24 frets on here. This is probably the easiest guitar to play that I own, and because it's carbon, this thing does not move, and it is set up with a preset amount of, I think, about 2/1000ths of an inch of relief on there. The frets are absolutely spotless and perfect. This kind of feels like playing disembodied frets where the guitar just does not get in the way of anything that you're doing, and it stays in tune better than anything I've ever tried in my life. I've left this in my car out of a case on a hot summer's night, grabbed it, and it's still been in tune. I've played it on days where it's over 40 degrees Celsius in direct sunlight, and it stayed in tune. This is very much the guitar that I grab when I need to go on like a Mad Max style mission. It's just indestructible. I love that I can fly with it in a soft case and not have to worry about anything happening to it. It's such a cool and unique instrument. It's always a great talking point as well as being very, very fun to play. Modern Pro definitely has to be on the list. I bought this one from my buddy Jason at Headfirst Amps. He put a set of Thornbuckers in it, a Thornbucker and a Thornbucker Plus. And I really like the wiring on here where when you're in this front position, you've got the neck pickup split Then you've got the neck humbucker, and of course, all the way back here, you've got the bridge humbucker. Much like the rubato, effortless to play between this, the rubato, and the Chilias with the stainless steel frets, the compound radius boards on there. They are just so inspiring to play. They don't get in the way of anything that you're trying to do. And this is a great all-around guitar that I could grab for absolutely any gig that I do. Everybody needs a lightning bolt shaped guitar in their life, and this is mine. It is a Hamer USA Standard. This one's from 2008. You can see I've swapped the machine heads out for some Steinberger gearless tuners. I've taken out the stock Duncan 59s for a Duncan 78 and Jazz. This thing is like playing a coffee table. It is pretty heavy. It's very, very thick. The neck is super chunky and baseball bat-like. It's got vintage fret wire on it as well, which I don't normally go for, but I think it works really well on this guitar. And again, this thing is just an absolute shred machine. And last but certainly not least, my PRS DGT. This one is totally stock, and it has one of the best split humbucker tones I've heard on a production guitar. This is another guitar that just does everything pretty well, but being able to go from essentially a really lovely Les Paul style bridge pickup sound to a vintage Strat style single coil sound on one guitar is really awesome. This one, it's also pretty beaten up. I've played it live a lot, and there's a bunch of the finish already coming off it, which to me is kind of cool because a lot of the time PRS get branded as like dentist or lawyer guitars. You know, guitars that never get played, but this one definitely gets played. That is all for today. I'd love to know which one of my favorite guitars you liked the sound of the best. And even better, tell me about your favorite personal instruments in the comments section below. I'd love to hear all the stories behind the guitars that you're all playing. If you like what I'm doing here on the channel, there's a variety of ways to support me directly using the links in the video description. You can even get some free stuff there as well. But until next time, go and make some loud guitar noises. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.